Cowboys Week 4 post-game reaction as Dallas improves to 3-1 is made possible by our friends over at Magic Spoon. Get $5 off the best-tasting, healthy cereal on the market when you go to magicspoon.com/Cowboys. Throw it to me, Jeremy. That's right. Magic Spoon cereal, high in protein, low in carbs. And oh, by the way, it's got 0 sugar as well. Check them out at magicspoon.com/Cowboys. A link in the comments section and in the description. The Cowboys looked great in this one as they put up 36 points as they beat the Carolina Panthers. 20 points in the third quarter alone by Dallas. 36 total. The Panthers had 14 points late. It was a little bit of garbage time in the end. The Cowboys covered and they win. They improve to 3-1. They take a lead, retain, I should say, their lead in the NFC East. The Cowboys ground game, 3 straight matchups in a row. They've had plenty of success on the ground. So, after a bit of a dicey fourth quarter, give me your one-word reaction to the Dallas Cowboys win in Week 4. I'm very curious what you guys have to say. So get your votes in for me right now in the comment section. One-word reaction to the Cowboys win. We'll talk Mike McCarthy now. Double bonus points. Shout out producer Jeremy for using the wrong here. It's all good. McCarthy, I think, is a big storyline coming out of this one. Once again, some, I'll say questionable at best, in-game decision-making. The Cowboys let the Panthers hang around. And in-game decision-making with Kellen Moore running the offense very well. Dan Quinn running the defense pretty well. The in-game decision-making process is a massive part of what Mike McCarthy does. So I'm very confused when there are some debatable decisions made by McCarthy. I want to make this point clear before I go in on McCarthy. I have no issues declining penalties. You are facing 2nd and 19 because that's what the penalty would have been, 2nd and 19 or 3rd and 12. Give me the 3rd and 12. I expect my defense to get off the field. I have no problem taking the down as opposed to distance in those situations. But I want you to be aggressive. Why'd you punt on 4th and 3 inside Carolina territory? I got no problem going for 2 from the 1-yard line. Aggressiveness is good. Your offense, guys, is awesome. You dropped 36 points, barely even trying in the fourth quarter. Like, that's a big deal. So I like the aggressiveness. But I still thought overall the Randy Gregory, Trevon Diggs stuff, not going for it, I didn't love McCarthy in this one. Now, I'll give him credit. They were prepared again. The end result speaks to that. So he's doing half his job. So I'm very curious, knowing it might be a bit divisive, but I want to see. Grade Mike McCarthy against the Carolina Panthers. Get your votes in for me. A, B, C, D, or F. Get your votes in for me in the comments section. Now, I do want to talk something about the defense here. How about the play of Randy Gregory? Now, look, I get it. It's a favorable matchup. He barely played in the fourth quarter. But through, we'll call it really 3 quarters, Randy Gregory, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, going up mostly against Cam Irving, some stunts as well. This was the breakout game for Gregory. He's been getting the pressures. The results, the sacks, haven't always been there. But I thought that Gregory played awesome in this one. He and Trevon Diggs, by far, were the 2 best defensive players, no disrespect intended anywhere else for the Dallas Cowboys. But Diggs and Gregory are awesome. By the way, quick aside, stay tuned to my Twitter and the channel, the community side, for maybe some Trevon Diggs gear. Just be aware there. I think Diggs, with 5 interceptions through 2 games, unquestionably should be in the Defensive Player of the Year category. Type in DPOY if you guys agree. Diggs has been balling. Teams keep throwing at him. Keep it coming. I'm down. Hey, look, he can allow 50 yards, 60 yards, 70 yards, whatever. I don't have an issue with that. Keep throwing it at Trevon Diggs. The production and the play so far out of the Cowboys' second-year corner has been nothing short of incredible. That matters as far as I'm concerned for the Dallas Cowboys. I know it's only 4 games, but that's what we're basing it on, just the 4 games. Someone yelled at me like, oh, it's been through a quarter of the season. Why are you giving Defensive Player of the Year award? Well, that's what we're basing it on, right? Now, what I don't understand is the fourth quarter defensive strategy. Trevon Diggs and Randy Gregory were out late in that game. The Cowboys had said it was player management. I will make note that Diggs was managing, this just came across as I sit here from this, some tightness in his back. Could have come back in the game. Okay, I think he took a cleat to the back in the game. Whatever. So you're managing your roster. That game got close down the stretch. I don't love sitting Diggs and Gregory down the stretch. Don't quit in the fourth quarter. You let Carolina claw back into it. You blew them out. You should have blown them out. You let them claw and fight back in because you were sitting, arguably, your 2 best defensive players. But Diggs in his back, Gregory with whatever, he's just fine. So I'm very curious here. I want to hear your opinion right now in the comments section. Who do you think was the defense or the overall, MVP for the Cowboys against the Panthers? Diggs, Dak, Zeke, Parsons, Curse, Gregory? Get your votes in. No wrong answers in the comments section. Some more discussion here on the Cowboys defense. Darnold's numbers look a lot better end game than what they were for most of it. The fourth quarter, Darnold went, I don't know. I watched so much BS around Dak garbage time, but that was bordering on garbage time. Carolina clawed their way back into it, but a lot of these numbers from Darnold came in the fourth quarter. The first 3 quarters, he wasn't that good. And especially vertical shots downfield, did not have it. Darnold looked like a bit more like Jets Darnold in this one. I will make note that DJ Moore balled out. Now, one of those scores and one of the big catches, I think it was his longest of the game, came against Anthony Brown / Maurice Kennedy. But DJ Moore played well. In the end, he's a great football player. I think overall, Panthers fans will take what DJ Moore did. Cowboys fans will take what Trevon Diggs did. My number one concern, and I want to emphasize this coming out of the game, the third down defense was garbage. Carolina started this game on third downs 4 of 5. As unusual as this sounds, Carolina got 0 third down pickups the rest of the game. 4 of 5 to start, 0 of 8 the rest of the way. The third down defense, much better late, got to be better early. Kept them in the game in the end. Now, as I mentioned in today's show, made possible by our good friends over at Magic Spoon. Get $5 off your first order of Magic Spoon cereal. It's high in protein, 13 or 14 grams in every single bowl. Low in carbs, only 4 grams of net carbs per bowl. And this stuff tastes incredible. It tastes just like the sugary cereal, the Cocoa Pebbles that we all grew up with. So get $5 off your first order today at magicspoon.com/Cowboys. That link, by the way, folks, will be in the comments section and it'll be in the description. One more time, magicspoon.com/Cowboys. Let's talk offense now. I thought that Dak Prescott was steady. The Cowboys, especially in the fourth quarter, they ran the football. Dak would have easily thrown over 30 passes or whatever had they needed to. But the Cowboys' offense was so good early on as a whole, they could not throw the football really at all in the fourth quarter and still won. I do say this, though. I don't think Dak was at his best early, but a big reason why was the Panthers' defense. Now, it went away in the second half, but that first half, Carolina, awesome defensive play. They got pressure. They were blitzing. They were confusing Dak at points. I do want to give credit, even though somehow Dak took 0 sacks in that game. He chipped in 35 yards on the ground. I had wondered, oh boy, is Dak's running game over? I thought that was the best Dak had looked, mostly scrambling on the ground, in about a year. He looked back to his full self, tucking and running. So I want to give credit to the Panthers defense, and it's nice in the end, folks, to have the Cowboys win a game again in which Dak does not have to carry the offense. 4 touchdowns? It's awesome. But the Cowboys ran the ball very effectively in this one. Now, if you guys want daily Dallas Cowboys videos, hit that big red button and subscribe. News, rumors, recaps like this one right now, the Boys and Girls Show with Jane Slater, Bobby Belt, all available right here on the Cowboys Report. So subscribe today. Now, Dalton Schultz, let's talk some time about the tight ends, right? Because Schultz's final numbers look great, right? 6 catches, 58 yards on, it was 8 targets. Great numbers. He fumbled 3 times. Now, one of which was overturned correctly. The other, the Cowboys got bailed out. Unobjectively, a garbage call by the officials. Could have totally changed the game. Schultz got hit, fumbled immediately. They ruled forward progress. Garbage call. The other one, he was short of the goal line, was down on the 2-point try, not a fumble. Schultz, in the end, his numbers look great. He appears to be tight end 1 for this team. But Blake Jarwin, with his one of 3 targets in the day, had a great 18-yard touchdown. Schultz is a better blocker right now than Jarwin is. That's why he's getting more of the opportunities on the offense. But Jarwin flashed again. In reality, the Cowboys have 2 pretty good, damn good tight ends. So pick a tight end 1 for me. Or bringing back the old-time weigh-in. Type DS for Dalton Schultz, or type in BJ. That's right, BJ for Blake Jarwin. No wrong answers. Get your votes in for me in the comments section. Let's talk Zeke Elliott, because damn, this was the best Zeke has looked in a long time. His 47-yard run was the longest since his rookie year. 20 carries, 143 yards, and 1 touchdown. Elliott's juice. It feels like each of the past 3 games has looked better and better and better. That's a big deal. Now, I think the long run, Pollard maybe pulls away from, but you're averaging 7.2 yards per carry with Zeke. I will literally never complain. The Cowboys' offense averaged 7.2 yards per carry. Now, part of that is what the Panthers were offering. They dared the Cowboys to run the football, and they did, and it worked. Credit to Prescott to audibling at various points. But Zeke ate in this one. Well done by Elliott. Amari Cooper now only had 3 targets. Battled a right hamstring issue. He's just fine. 3 catches, 69 yards, and a score. That route against Henderson, the throw by Dak, gorgeous. A beautiful pitch and catch right there. Cooper, he's awesome, guys. CeeDee Lamb, however, was rather quiet in this one. 2 catches for 13 yards, targeted 5 times, had a few plays broken up. The Panthers' pressure got home a few times when Dak was trying to go to Lamb. Hey, you won, 36-28. Can't complain too much. Meanwhile, Micah Parsons, 4 tackles, a sack, and a tackle for loss. Bounced around from edge and linebacker. Did some things well on both sides. It felt like at points that when the Cowboys had Parsons at edge, they couldn't stop the inside run. When he was at off-ball linebacker, they couldn't stop the pass. But overall, Parsons, again, was impactful. So, too, were some of the other rookies for this Dallas Cowboys defense. I want to mention both Osa Odighizuwa and Chauncey Golston. They combined for a full sack. They tag team 1. Both were impactful. The 3rd-round picks for Dallas, Golston and Osa, were impactful in this one. I want to give them a ton of credit in this one. I thought only 2 games, of course, but this was by far Golston's most impactful game at this point.